MLB The Show tips, we're taking a look at the classic stadiums in MLB The Show 16 from Shibe Park, Crosley Field, Forbes Field, Sportsman Park, Polo Grounds, and Griffith Stadium, and we'll go inside each one of them, including Shibe Park in Philadelphia. It opened in 1909 through 53, and it went through quite a few renovations, especially in the outfield, so I'm not exactly sure what kind of dimensions we're working with because we don't see them painted on the outfield walls, but we will fly around, and I'll tell you kind of where I think they are. All right, so let's go over to left field, and down the left field line around 1950 was about 334 feet down the left field line. Now in deep left center there, the 420, and in that real weird corner is about 447 feet. And over in right field, you're looking at about 405 in right center, and down the line is only 329 in Shibe Park. Next up is Crosley Field in Cincinnati. It opened in 1912 as Redland Field, didn't close until 1970 though as Crosley Field. So it was around a long time. About 30,000 people could sit in it. It was pretty cool. So in 1912 it had different dimensions, but what we're looking at here is the Crosley Field dimensions. Probably somewhere around 1958 is where it started. So as we go down the left field line, that's 328 feet to the pole out there in left field. You see it's got a really quick angle right and left center there. That's about 378 feet, and then 383 feet next to the scoreboard where the show's logo is. And we're right around center field. Doesn't quite get to 400, so it's around the 380 mark dead center, and about 387 in right center. It's a lot of ground to cover for your outfielders, especially as we head over to right field. So the right center's got 383, and right down the line is 366 feet. So not going to be great for any kind of pull hitter if you're a lefty, but it would be good for righties hitting 328 down the left field line that we saw earlier. And in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, you've got Forbes Field in the Oakland neighborhood, another classic stadium. It went from 1909 to 1970, about 35,000 people at its max. Pretty classic stadium. It was called the House of Thrills, the Old Lady of Shenley Park, and the Orchard of Oakland. I love the tiered upper decks. That's so cool. Down the left field line, measurements 360 feet. Pretty deep left field. Deepest corner is 362 feet right there. And center field's about 442. I mean, this is a place where home runs go to die, guys. A lot of inside the Parkers, maybe. And down right field line, it's 376 feet. So the corners are 360 and 376. Wow. All right, next classic stadium, Sportsman's Park. From 1920 to 1953, Sportsman's Park was the home of the St. Louis Browns. And the first thing I love about it is look at the dirt around the pitcher's mound, that cool circle. How awesome is that? You got a tiered upper deck, pretty nice. It could hold about 30,000 people, 34,000 at its max in the early 50s. You can see the Cardinals scoreboard out there, Sportsman Park. As we go down the left field line, that's 351 feet. Left center is about 379. The deepest quarter just left of dead center is about 426, what you're looking at right there to the left. And towards right center, you're getting about 354 feet. So we're in 354 area right here. And down in right field, it's a really short line, 310 feet, 310. All right, the next one I know everyone's looking forward to, the Polo Grounds, built way back in 1880. This is in Harlem in the upper Manhattan area of New York. Now the New York Giants played there, and the Polo Grounds kind of burned down actually once, so what you're looking at is probably in the early 1900s is the one we're looking at here, which has got such cool characteristics and features. To me, it's the definition of a classic stadium because it's pretty funky. Look at the left field foul pole, how close it is. That's only 279 feet. You heard me right, 279. That's all it is, straight down the line. But then look at that crazy just curve. Can you imagine sitting out in dead center behind the bullpen there? It's nuts. That's 450 feet. And towards center field is 483 feet. Wow, 483 feet to center. Now over to right center, kind of where we are now, is 449, 449. And then right field, again, as we head back towards the foul pole there, that's only 258 feet. So that's even better. And finally, Griffith Stadium is our last classic stadium. Washington, D.C., also known as National Park. From about 1911 to 1965, Griffith Stadium was there. It held just under 30,000 people in capacity. Again, you got the nice structured tiers of upper decks. I love the little banners. I guess that's because I got the American League and National League. This is the All-Star game, so we got the nice banners. Down left field, really deep, 388 feet, 388. Hard for a righty to pull a ball down there for a home run. Left center, though, only about 360. But center field, look at where these guys are in the bullpen, and look at these extremely high walls. We're talking about 421 feet to this corner here. And as you go to right center under the scoreboard, about 373 feet. And right field down the line was only 320. Those are your classic stadiums. I'm MLB The Show Tips. Make sure you subscribe and like for more.